How you guys doing out there today? This is Trey with Real Property Engagements. And like I always say, this is a commitment, oath, and obligation from me to you. Okay? So today, I want to go over two things. I'm going to go over a finder's fee that I just got from an investor. And it was from a bandit sign lead. You know, I know you might think people crazy for putting out these signs, but hey, they work. Guys, they work. Anyway, we're gonna go over probate leads today, guys. Let me put this shirt on real quick. I'm sorry, guys. You know, every time I get inspired, which is every day, you know, I try to do my push-ups and calisthenics, or I go to the gym or things of that nature. So let me do this for you. That might be a little bit better, more appropriate. So, okay, guys. Oh, it's on backwards. It's okay. So today, we're going over probates, guys. And what I want to do is just talk about how you can use your county courthouse to your advantage, okay? To pull a lot of information in your state, all right? And so in my state, in Minnesota, where I'm currently residing, where I'm currently living, all right? All I have to do if I want to find probate leads is go to the courthouse, okay? The courthouse has free information for me and you, all right? And so what you want to do is go inside the courthouse, go to the probate section, all right? And there should be a computer there for the public to use, okay? Once you get into the computer, you're going to go inside a database, okay? A database that is going to give you the options to look up certain cities in that state, okay? Certain counties in that state. Click on whatever preferred city or town that you want to look up probates in. Once you click on that, okay, there's a specific number sequence that you have to type in, all right? It's gonna pretty much, map out all the probate leads and give them to you one by one. Okay, the last digit is gonna pretty much resemble, what number that probate is. So, for example, if you are in the state of Minnesota and you want to look up Ramsey County, Polk County, all different types of towns and counties in the state of Minnesota. If you want to look up a particular probate in that state, you click on the town there, and you're gonna put in these specific digits. I got them right here. I got them right here for you guys. All right, and then, you can do this. You can do this anywhere, guys. This is not just where I'm at. All right. For example, you're gonna put, like, in my state, okay? We're gonna talk about my state, but you'll get the whole gist, okay, when I'm done. So, in my state, you're gonna put. Get a better. Excuse me, guys. This is all freestyle, so you gotta bear with your boy. All right. I don't believe in all that writing scripts and stuff. I just do it when I'm feeling inspired, all right? So here you go, probate information. So you go into my courthouse, all right, in my state, all right? Find the probate section. And once you get to where you got to get to, you're going to put in 62, okay, dash, I think I got it written down, PR dash 16 dash whatever number, and it goes from 1 all the way to 1,000. Okay, so 62 dash PR dash 16. Okay, and then dash 1 dash 2 3 4 and so on. This ending number here, whether it be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and what have you, that's going to be the number that's going to pull up, the sequence there, okay? And so if you didn't understand it, just replay the video, guys. But long story short, these probates that I pull up, okay, these probate leads that I pull up, what they do is they, you have the deceased, okay, then you have the deceased will right there, all the information right there. So say, for example, if we go to the courthouse and we type in all this stuff here, okay, and we type in dash, let's say we just pick a number and we put dash 40, okay, dash 40. We want to start with 40 or number 1. I'm just throwing something out there. Dash 40, and let's say Bob comes up. It's gonna say Bob, okay, the deceased, okay, and you're gonna click into Bob's name, okay, and you're gonna see that it has Bob's will there, okay. Now here you go. Bob is going to say in his will, I, Bob, Billy Bob Brown, leave my assets to Sarah and Tommy. Okay? Now, you as a real estate investor, you're going to also, it's going to have Sarah's and Tommy's contact information there. Only their address. Okay? So you're going to guys. You're going to mail Sarah and Tommy. Okay, you're gonna mail his kids. Okay, let's say in his will he put, I leave my estates to Sarah and Tommy. They fully inherit my my home on ABC West Apple Brick Road. Okay, and so you're gonna mail these guys. You're gonna mail these guys. You're gonna send them a letter out. Okay. And a yellow letter, okay, preferably a yellow letter or whatever, however you guys want to do it. A yellow letter. That's what I prefer, okay. And here's the thing: you're gonna make sure on the letter you put Bob's name on the letter, okay. Put Bob's name on the actual envelope, and then put Bob's name, okay. So you're gonna put Bob, then you're gonna put Sarah. And then you're going to put Tommy. Then you're going to put the address. Okay? Bob, Sarah, Tommy, and the address. So when they get it, they're going to see the deceased, their father, okay? They're going to see his name on the letter. All right? Now, for all you pessimistic guys out there who think that this is some type of, bad thing or con or no, this is a real estate investor, okay, advertising services to a specific crowd, okay. There's nothing wrong with this here, okay. Now, what's gonna happen is Sarah might go in the mailbox and take the envelope out. Let me show you guys a better example here. I think I got a letter right here. There you go. All right. Send a little small yellow letter. Now in this yellow letter, guys, you can put candy in it, something to, make some noise or put a little clump inside the envelope so that not only they see the loved one's name on the letter with their name, you don't want to put a return address, but they also feel something inside the letter. Okay, and I'm telling you guys, it works. Listen, do it. Okay, you do it, and I'm speaking to my real estate investors out there. You do it, and it will work. Okay, you will get some returns. You will have your phone ringing off the hook. Okay, okay, that's that. All right, and if you want to learn a little bit more about some other strategies I implement in my mail campaign, feel free to not only visit my website, but just go into my business Facebook page and message me. Okay, people, message me, ask me. Real Property Engagements / Facebook.com/real property engagements. Okay, said it backwards. All right, sorry about that. The next thing I want to talk about, guys, is a finder's fee of $500 that I was able to get today. So I had a bandit sign up in St. Paul, Minnesota. Okay, I got a really good realtor friend that I met in the beginning of my journey when I was taking the test for my real estate license and things of that nature. I met this guy, and he was full of energy, and he was starting out like me. The guy doesn't have a job. He's just a real estate investor, and he's young like me, and he inspired me. And I was like, wow, this guy is making money. So what it is we stayed in contact and we help each other, okay? And so, he's a part of my team. I love this guy, man. I love this guy. His name's Jonathan. Yeah, okay. So what happened was I went to go see a property he had under contract, and when I was in the area, I had some signs in the trunk. I had a bunch of signs in the trunk. I had signs saying, I buy houses cash. I buy ugly houses like this one, and I was able to find a home in that area that was foreclosed on. So I put a sign in the yard of the foreclosed home because I had already looked it up on the MLS and I knew the current status of it. The actual owner lived out of state, and I knew that I was safe with putting a sign in the yard because the property was completely abandoned. It looked like the owner had been paying the taxes for a while and was trying to do the absentee owner distance landlord thing, and it didn't work out. Okay, so this owner called himself just letting it go. All right, and so I put a sign in the yard saying, hey, I buy ugly houses like this one. So what ended up happening was I got a call from it. Okay, I got a call from it. It was a family, African American, black family called. And they said, hey, we're trying to get rid of this home, okay? We're trying to desperately get rid of this home, and we want to get out of this mortgage. We don't want this over our head, but at the same time, we don't want to mess up our credit, okay? And so I asked them, how much do you owe the banks? They said they only owe the banks $30,000, I believe. And so I called up. I got a pretty long buyers list. I called up one of my cash buyers, an investor. He's a broker. He was a broker. He's an ex-broker, but he's like retired. He's up in age, but he's still heavily deep into real estate investing. Okay, so he has a little team of himself. I don't know exactly what he does as far as what he does to the properties. I think with how he was talking to me, we talk a lot, IMO, Skype, and email. He told me that he fixes up some of the properties and resell them, and some of them he rents out. I guess he's doing this for his kids, because he did tell me that he has a son that he really wants to make sure he's okay. He's not falling off in the society, going to jail and drugs and all that stuff. Okay, so he said he's trying to build this thing for his son. He's trying to invest into more property and kind of set his son up. All right. So I found this deal here, and I called him. I said, hey, I'm talking to my cash buyer. I said, hey, I got this deal. I got this family here who's trying to. I got this lead from a bandit sign. Okay, and I got this family here who's trying to get rid of this home. They don't want to mess their credit up. They're willing to go low. Okay, low as possible. They only owe $30K, and it's plenty equity left in the house. Okay, so he said me and him had already agreed to a finder's fee. That's what it's called, a finder's fee. And I told him, I got a lot of leads coming in, not only from the probates, the website, and a lot of different other ways. I don't want to, veer off, because the video is already getting long, okay? And so he ended up structuring a deal with these guys. They had to get out, they had to go, and they didn't want to mess their credit up. So he structured a deal with them, and he called me back ecstatic, happy. Trey, I'm glad you found me this deal. Now, when I think about it, I found the deal, right? Or did the sign find the deal? Okay, because last time I checked, I was in the area, I put the sign out, and I got a call back in 4 or 5 days. Okay, and yeah, I only made $500, but this was $500 made without having to break my back, without having to sweat, without having to slave, and for crying out loud, it was easy money. All right, and that's what I'm about. Passive income, easy money. All right, legal money. Okay. And so, yeah, guys, I just want to share that with you guys. I want to share a finder's fee that I got, and I also want to share with you probate leads, guys. Probate leads are awesome. I can't stress it enough. Probate leads are awesome, okay? You got so many people out there that has inherited property after a loved one has passed away, okay? This is in every state. This is not just in Minnesota. This is everywhere. Okay, for crying out loud. If I have an estate, if I have a will and I left it to my son, okay, and if you called my son and you offered him, a good amount of money, depending on his financial situation, he better take that deal, okay? Because for crying out loud, real estate is not a liquid asset. It's something that it can turn into, it can sit. And it could sit for years. I mean, I got guys calling me saying that they had their property on the market for a whole year. Okay, so when you get somebody that's willing to offer you cash, on top of the fact that it's gonna take you out of the situation where the bank is gonna hinder your credit, why not? Why not? So the real estate investor is not just the guy who's the businessman, the entrepreneur trying to get the price down, but a real estate investor really is the person that's helping somebody's situation, okay? For crying out loud. My cash buyer was able to help, a family of my color, help their situation out. The wife was stressing to the husband, honey, I don't want to mess my credit up. Yeah, she didn't make that much money off of the property, but guess what? It was a win-win because we helped save her credit. All right, this Trey checking in with RPE, Real Property Engagements, guys. And like I say, this is a commitment over obligation from me to you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your time. Okay.